in Darke County today for today's Cab Cam. Thanks to the folks at Holman Incorporated. More information at holmaninc.com. I'm Joel Norwood for Ohio AgNet in the cab with Greg McGlinch, and you can see Greg's looking back and forth quite heavily because, well, he's focusing on those straight rows. Ever important, Greg. Hey, tell us about the field that we're in, what we're doing today.
We are planting corn today. We're roughly, I'm shooting for about 32,000 plants per acre of corn. We're planting into a wheat cover crop, and this field actually has really good drainage and a good outlet, so that's kind of why we're able to get in here. Pretty fortunate compared to some of the other field conditions we have out here in other parts of our fields.
You able to get in much else other than this?
No, I got 50 acres sprayed last week, and that was it. And I was hoping to spray today, but some of the other fields are really wet, and I don't know if my sprayer will carry real well over those areas. There's some wet holes.
Formerly a wheat field we were in here, but you did a little burn down for that.
Yep, we burned down last week. It ran a Roundup, 24 ounces, and then we also ran some 2,4-D to clean up any broadleafs that are here in the field. So it's actually pretty clean. I'm pretty impressed. We did have some ragweed issue in here last year in a couple of sections, so that's why I ran a little 2,4-D.
All right, Greg, let's talk about this planting side and the planter. What are we running behind us?
We've got a white, actually it's a Massey Ferguson on the side, it says, but it's 12 row, and it's air, and it's got plates instead of finger pickup. So it's nice. We can adjust population based on air pressure, and then also through cogs, and I can monitor it on our screen here in the cab to see how many seeds we are putting down per acre. No-till setup.
What population?
About 32 average right now.
And you're talking about a 30-inch row spacing there. How about planting depth? What do you like to aim for?
I'm shooting for about 2 inches right here. What I got, that's what I measured there. So 2.5, I'm pretty happy with that. If you measure the seed, it's about 6.5 inches apart. So you're getting about that 32,000 seeds per acre. That's where we want to be. We're pretty happy with that, especially on some of these soils.
Throwing a bit of fertilizer on there as well.
Yes, sir. Some 28. So, like I said, we're putting 10, 15 gallons on an acre. So you're putting down about 30 to 45 units of N. The reason we're doing that is we've got a little bit of this wheat's a little taller, you see, and I want to make sure we have a good carbon to nitrogen balance here, so we don't starve the crop in the beginning or early stages.
And you were saying that red ball setup you've got is kind of the cat's meow.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. You make sure you're putting on fertilizer through each row. You know, past experience, it's kind of difficult to monitor that. So really like that system, and some good friends of ours help set that up and get it on there. So.
And your marker's helping you out later in the season for spraying as well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it straight now.
Another question out here, now that we did spray down and burn down this wheat in this field, how is wheat looking in this area?
Yeah, it's looking, there's good fields and there's really marginal fields. It's kind of interesting, kind of going across the state, looking at different wheat fields, barley, rye, whatever. If you got good drainage, that helps. And if it was protected, like say a fence row or woods, or it had some type of protection, it seemed like it really helped the survivability. Drainage is key too, but boy, I don't know, there's not a lot of wheat out there that looks super, but there's some out there.
Only time will tell. And are you ready to give up the markers for a GPS system, or are you happy with where you are?
Man.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Yeah, I'm still kind of old school. I enjoy tractor driving. I don't know if I'd go to auto steer quite yet. I don't know. It's just kind of good good therapy right now, you know. I tell most people this is kind of tractor therapy, so it does help with mental health.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and talk to us about some of the tractor therapy that goes along with that. Greg McGlinch over here in Darke County, planting corn into a burned down wheat field. Greg, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks, Joel. Appreciate you coming out.
I'm Joel Norwood from the Ohio Ag Net. This Cab Cam. Thanks to the folks at Holman Incorporated and more at holmaninc.com.
Hello, this is Dale Everman with Holman Incorporated. I'd like to thank you for watching the Cab Cam for the spring of 2019. Today we're going to talk about manure handling. We've got a few pieces behind me here that will help you get your job done this spring or this fall. And I know the past few months have been pretty wet, so I'm sure there's some manure and stuff out there that needs to get hauled before you plant this season. Give us a call. We'd be more than happy to work with you and see if we can't help get your manure pits and holding barns cleaned out. Holman Inc., your first choice in manure handling and drag lining equipment.